Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replays. Well, on the bottom left side as the magenta roost, we have QX, LM, LM, QC, LM. Well, on top right side as the Cyan Zuzi's Legacy, we have John Deere Depp. Definitely a joke name there. And this name I first thought maybe it was some sort of like single character hashed of something hexadecimal. But that doesn't make any sense. Not some coded hexadecimal, because what I was trying to say is character substitution, that's what I'm referring to. Like encrypted hexadecimal something, but that makes no sense. Either way, do not the sheep moving around being picked on up. When it comes to map generation, oh yeah, we do also have a roost player on the field. Let's back on out, see the roost player's deer collection. He has found 8 deer. He has not found this deer deposit. Does find a local doggo. Finds another local doggo there. This deer deposit's been found by Magenta. He did find this deer deposit there. Magenta did. So he has a good amount of trade bounty. He will get tier 2. These deer are untouched and unspoiled. And we've got now the scout would be very close to finding those deer in the sheeple. Scout does take a couple slices there. Here have all gone down. He has 360 trade bounty, which means if he kills off both 4, he will get tier 3 trade bounty without needing the high trade hall. So he could eye for the Abbey of the Trinity. And now the Kremlin being pulled on the field over here. We immediately see a decent number of villagers onto stone, so he is eyeing for a secondary town center. Zuzi's Legacy player has bought up the meditation garden right there. That will provide a mass amount of gold. I don't think the large gold deposit will give him access to additional gold, so there should be at least 50 gold per minute. Essentially, what was this, like 48 food per minute? This is actually the large berry deposit as well, so this is actually maybe 60. And he will get actually a small amount of wood, maybe 12 if I would hazard a guess. Guess we're gonna wait and see. Oh, 16. There we go. It's actually maxed out now. 48, 16, 50. Oh, it's very close. So the meditation garden is going to provide an excellent amount of income. 110 at least. Towns that are being built next to the deer deposit. We got the Dragon Tower. He is going for a secondary town center himself. Scout being shanked by, or a village being shanked by a scout. He's trying to wall in the walls. He thinks his opponent's going for a fast castle, but that's simply not the case. And the village is getting interrupted there. He has bringing out a paramilitia. The militia protecting the villagers. That's actually somehow realistic. And he may want to get the microless village to be on the outside the walls there. Perfect. Kremlin does get a couple shots there, but both players can be eyeing for our eco play. We do have an early palace guard deployed in the field, as well as a handful of spearmen. He is concerned about any early knights, but that's simply not going to be the case. So the early spearmen will allow them to start torching down those walls to get those relics. Battering ram now being deployed on the field. Over here we do have still a bit of damage. Battering ram now deployed out in the field. So the Zuzi's Legacy is going to be a bit aggressive. Does get some villager scares on the inside. He does have only 4 militia available, not a whole lot. He does have some archers in the field and 1 early knight in the build queue. The militia have been brought on in immediately. Does get some villagers inside the town center. Doesn't he get 1 more villager inside the town center, perhaps? The early palace guard only has 2. Well, it does have 3 range armor thanks to a blacksmith research. Scout, Science Scout should go down. Militia now push way forward. Early Knight gets a free charge attack there. Archers engaging, gets some good damage on those spearmen. Scouts taking time to shank a Zinchnu. Counselor is getting repaired on up by spare villagers. Militia and Knight charging way forward, and everything gets cleaned up by Cyan. The villagers inside the town center can be routed back to the deer. We do got a good number of Zinchnus on the field, so horsemen and or knights will be decent. And the reason why I actually lost all of his scouts, not sure where they went. Oh, to death. But where they died, I'm not sure. There's one, and that may be the other one there. Cyan does have 1 scout on the field, and now got some knights streaming on in, trying to perhaps raid. Battering rams have been built. Now let's push this way forward. So engage the town center now with 3 battering rams. Doesn't have a barracks on the field. He has a good number of knights, as well as a handful of archers. There's only a small number of spearmen. Who looks like going to expand this this town center. Knights backing on off. No villager kill for both sides. Very similar kill destroyed value. Knights charging way forward. Scout does go down. Takes out, or almost takes out, an early palace guard. Early Knights charging way forward. Only a couple spearmen in this region. Hoping to focus those down. Looks like all the spearmen went down, as well as the palace guard. What remaining archers he has, he needs to hit those spearmen. So I'm back off now. The early Knights do have 4 range armor. The Zinchnus do have 5 damage, so they do 1 damage per bolt. We now have some regular horsemen. I'll be in the build queue for the roofs. They cost half the price as a knight, and the +1 range damage does get interrupted there, which is actually important. The Kremlin does have 2 charges available, so bring in a handful of militia. I'm taking some damage there. Horseman charges way forward. Knights and horsemen moving up here. Knights taking some damage there. Knights are now backing on off. With the spearmen still in tow, there's a good number of spearmen there. Handful of spearmen there. His battering rams are backing on off. He maybe could task a village to start repairing them up. Handful of palisaded walls there just to help protect his village line. And something I just realized as well, this wood line, he got screwed. this is what it should look like. He got skimmed off. Somebody ate all of his trees. Knights pushing his way forward. Got another spearman here. High trade house in the build queue. Does take some damage. Knights taking some damage. These knights and horsemen heading up north. Relic still encased. So the Roost player could eye for the relics himself. None of these knights could just want to fall back to the town center and wait for our warrior monk to heal them up either way. His forces will take some hits there. He will see the meditation gardens, will not disturb it too much. And these forces are wounded. Mount Lu Academy now being brought in field. That gives them access to some Imperial official research. Battering rams push way forward. None of them garrison, so there should be easy pickings. And full palisade walls up here to help protect the deer deposit. He also has a handful of trees around the hunting cabin as well. Oh, those knights are wounded. Yep, falling back to a warrior monk to get them healed up would be quite useful. High trade house was to pull it out over here, which will skim quite a good number of trees, 58. That hunting cabin will go down. And here comes a massive number of militia. Bit of a waste, but he will get them killed off. He can't push forward. Townsend does get a kill. 2 kills. Roost Archer's charging way forward. Getting some damage there. He still has not got +1 damage, so his archers are quite inferior. They'll do 4 damage per bolt, while his opponent is doing 15 damage per volley. We do not have around them, I guess, the same militia. They should be dying from dysentery relatively soon. These knights can't really push into that. No, I suppose they can. This one has not got +1 damage, nor does it have the veteran's engineer research. Now got the veteran spearman there. Archers get some damage as well. Engineers will slowly picked on off. He's going to get some crossbows on the field. Spearman Palace Guard engaging. Does get some good hits there on these knights. More spearmen engaging. Archers do take some damage. These forces still trying to skirt around. Just get a good volley there, and there's just no good number of palisade walls, so these knights are going to go on down. Over here, we do now have some of these spearmen go on down. They do, all of them do get picked on off. Spear and Palace Guard moving around. These knights taking some damage. They all go down. Guess have some veteran horsemen. No more knights left in the field. Not sure if you went for early knights or regular knights. Pair of war monks in the field. Both players have claimed 2 relics. The last relic is right there. And the warrior monk's heading over there now. What's up with that wall formation? Is he putting all those archers and crossbows inside of a wall formation? I have no idea what this wall formation is. He's trying to make a, well, wooden fortress there. A wooden fort. Did not go well. Maybe he got a bit more time to build it out. I mean, wooden palisade wall, the fortified palisade walls have double the amount of health, with cost the same amount as regular palisade walls. Mangonels find a good volley there. Mangonel does go down there. Warrior Monk pushes way forward. Horsemen trying to charge way forward, trying to get some damage on these forces. Whereas the Science Force backing off, doesn't really want to fight near those Mangonels. He has a bunch of palace on the field and going for more crossbows. The Roost player has no heavy units in the field. His crossbows are not going to be useful. The Roost player's crossbows will be useful against those Palace Guard. And he does also have, the Zuzi's Legacy player does have the Veteran Spearman research as well. Again, he's going for a little fort there. We do not have Temple Sun being researched, or being put on the field, which will give him some configurable bonuses. Palace Guard moving around, trying to find another opportunity to engage. They are moving very fast. I think Divine Haste, yep, Divine Haste has been deployed now. So these guys move as fast, almost as fast as Knights and Scouts. And full of Rus Orha's villagers could go down here. But I'm not sure where he's going. He's going straight for the gold mine. Handful of Palace Guard moving over here. That's too many for the villager to try and shank. He got the elite army attacks not being deployed out by the Zuzi's Legacy player. And all of his siege weapons are inside this little fort here, which can be very effective, but his opponent can just avoid it. So it's going to be hard to avoid it since it's in the middle of the map. And wooden palisade walls are pretty good at keeping the flanks secure. May need to go to the Spritskaya Tower and get stone walls in that case. But those are simple enough to counter. Horsemen engaging these various crossbows. Palace Guard engaging these villagers. You have another Roost Town Center back here. Stole it earlier, I never made a note of it. Some of these villagers getting hacked apart. Roost crossbows moving around. There's also a wooden fortress here, strange enough, that may be meant for the improved wood drop off, as well as buy some good villager storage in this region. Of course, he does not have any +1 range damage, which means those wooden fortress arrows are quite weak. Walls taking some damage. Feudal Age crossbows will have a bit trouble, or not Feudal Age crossbows. Castle Age crossbows have trouble versus these fully upgraded Palace Guard. And plus they almost have every single blacksmith research barring the range damage. Excuse me. He also has a good number of some number of grenadiers. Against Roost, that won't be too great. Roost tend to rely on Schultzy, which do outrange grenadiers unless he goes for the increased range of from the Temple of Sun. Does pin all those villagers, killing them off. He could actually torch down the keep, but there's only 4 villagers in there, nothing too significant. More wooden palisade walls going on up. There's actually just straight up an opening here. He did not properly wall this region off. Now it's going to bring in some battering rams in the middle of all this foliage. It's going to be hard to actually spot all of this since there's going to be a lot of line of sight blockers. So we may see an ambush from the Palace Guard or from the battering rams. Plus, it's a pretty sizable choke point here. Palace Guard have trouble breaking through. Oh! That was quite a bit of damage to the Palace Guard. They may be elite Palace Guards, but they still don't like to receive that much splash damage. Now the crossbows are trying to get in the mix, but I think Magnol's quick going down. The crossbows are still not elite because he's simply not age 4, and the Palace Guard's high quality nature right now is just going to be very good. But he will probably lose all these Palace Guards, but he more than did their Valley Wolf of damage. Plus, he's got the battery still alive trying to destroy the keep. He may take out this, does take out the Spring Gold as well. Down here, we do have crossbow and Palace Guard engaging it out. And the crossbowman does go down. He is Ming Dynasty, which means increased damage, so they're 15% faster and 50% more damages. That's probably a horrible way of putting that. The villagers will shank this Palace Guard. Exiles have been researched. Ming Dynasty, which means he's gone for the Shaolin Monastery. No, he went for the Zuzi's Legacy. Ming's the final. He hasn't gone for the Yuan Dynasty, so he can't get. So all he needs to get is the Shaolin Monastery. But whether that, can't remember what the Yuan Dynasty provides. Ming Dynasty offers damage, so he may not want to go for anything else. Oh, those Grenadiers are going to do some good extra damage, won't they? So he only has a small number of them still. I think he has chemistry research as well, because 10 plus 15%, that should be around, yeah, he has chemistry research. So these are 16 damaged Grenadiers. I don't know how effective that is going to be. High armor now being built by the Roost player. I'm not sure. Maybe as much as nice the high armor is, maybe the Spritskaya tower would be better for the keep, which has like twice the amount of health and the weapon placements. Because right now, he may need a solid defensive emplacement. We got more of these pockets here. He's going for a lot of these wooden forts. Oh! Got some Yuan Raiders. Yuan Raiders don't offer any additional siege damage, but do offer bonus damage for his villagers. They offer good ranged armor as well. Attack speed, their damage is decent right now. But they do hit faster than horsemen. How much do they cost? They actually cost the same amount as a horseman, but they're just straight up an upgrade. Good to know. He does activate Divine Charge, getting even more damage. They're right now at 25 damage. They do get the bonus damage for workers, but not bonus damage for range. But I'll still say they're more of an anti-range unit because of their higher base range armor. Additionally, they're not classified as heavy, so they would be good for both archers and crossbows. Though we are seeing Schultz production. So far, it's just still see regular horsemen on the field. The siege weapons will quickly go on down. We're now assigning some massive army. The Roost player is very far behind. He's trying to train the Schultzy, but he does get overran. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.